Xavier promised that he was going to take 8 minutes getting ready. I said okay and was even cool. Didn't even set the timer for 20 minutes. He knows that it's my biggest trigger, feeling immobilized, and also that I need an energy drink for my throat because it hurts. Okay, can you guys please, I'm getting so panicked and anxious about it. I already promised the kids that I sent in the order. I didn't. Please send me the remaining $30 or $40 on Cash App. $ Heather GoPro Solo. You're so bogus. You know exactly what this is about, and you promised that you would not do this. You literally swore to God. To put this on Xavier is so wrong.
Some people on the show hired Mark Burnett to produce it. And there was this meeting with Mark, and it said to Mark, look, Dragon's Den.
Just called the day before yesterday, right? So if there's already a request there, I mean, I don't work for the city and I don't place people in shelters. I don't know the policy. That would be your job, not mine, right?
So what did you want to do?
Is there an open ticket?
You said you called in yesterday.
I said the day before yesterday. Excuse me? Yeah, I do.
Okay, so if your request is in the system for shelter, they'll contact you when they have something available. They don't give us the date or time frame.
So I'm just supposed to lay in the street 6 months pregnant? Just...
Hospital, police station,
Yeah, I've gone to every area hospital and police station. They don't do anything. We have live video of me walking into all of the hospitals and police stations. They haven't assisted us at all.
Put in a service request for shelter.
I'm sorry?
They wouldn't let you put in a request for shelter.
They all say the same thing, to call 311. At best, they give you a little card printout.
Wait there until you're picked up for shelter.
They don't allow you to stay in here. They don't allow you. They kick you out at like 8 p.m. And if you don't have an appointment or orders, they don't allow you to be in here at all, not even to eat.
Well, you already have a request in the system.
Okay, so I guess I'll just keep laying on the floor outside. Thank you so much for your assistance.
Thank you.
Karma's on its way.
All you fucking dick-sucking pieces of shit. If you want to keep interfering with where I live, then you be ready to find the answer about what's next. Stop fucking asking me to work for free. I'm not your fucking slave. Suck a dick. And then die, slowly and painfully. If the court system stays closed much longer, I'm literally going to have to take matters into my own hands and just show up there with my knife. Literally. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you're in my house. Who are you and why are you in my house? Give me my house back.
I don't believe in taking any meds while I'm pregnant. The worst that I do is smoke a CBD or a hit of like a bowl pack when I feel nauseated or morning sick or like I want to kill myself. But unless I'm actively being raped and robbed, I typically don't want to kill myself. So you can remember that. If you see me trying to kill myself, chances are I'm probably being raped again. So look into it, please.
If they don't deserve to shower or see a nurse, kill them. Euthanize them. Period. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm not.
Show them the CBD.
Oh my gosh.
If you do think that's being crazy, I welcome you to stand in the volunteer line to switch spots with me. We'll try raping and robbing you for a while or someone you love, and we'll see how you like it. Please send donations. The crazy I get is like violent thoughts. And what I mean by that is after I've been raped multiple times, I start fantasizing about holding jagged pieces of glass up to men's necks or dicks and chopping them open. So, but it's only after being raped a lot. So now there's two kinds of people in the world. After hearing something like this, what I just said, there's the one that will say, she's crazy. And then there's the one that will say, why does she keep getting raped? Which one are you? Which one are you?
Finally find a doctor in Elmwood Park, schedule the appointment, wait weeks, it's tomorrow. Walk halfway there. Xavier says his father's waiting to give us $40, which we desperately need.
that we have to go back downtown to pick it up. My appointment's tomorrow. We were halfway there. I tell them, fine, but then we need to use the money for the bus to get to the appointment tomorrow. Okay, we sit out here for 3 hours. His father doesn't answer the phone the entire time.
All day the last 2 or 3 days. Before that, no issues. They're fucking with my music again. They're fucking with my tech connectivity, both of my phones and my laptop. So it's scattered. Super annoying. And I hope and pray that they don't slip and fall onto a shame.
Okay, so I'm going to do one better for you.
Okay.
I've spoken to one of the state's attorneys. Okay, he can't
Fantastic.
represent you. He's not. Okay, and so I explained the situation to him, and what he said was, what you have to do is we can't act until the police act. And so you're probably, and I'm saying this, you're probably not getting the results that you need because the police they're not doing what. I don't want to say they're not doing what they need to do.
No. Let me be clear. The police have responded each and every time that they've been called. So there's a certain amount that the police can do and be liable for, and then the rest that your office needs to intervene on.
But see, they need to give us the complaint number for us to take action. And correct me if I'm wrong.
The complaint number on what, ma'am? I've been being stalked, beaten, raped, and stabbed ever since 2019.
Ma'am.
I'm going to talk now. I have been being victimized as a result of your office's investigations numerous times. I have called your office or come into your office numerous times. Your office has done nothing. They won't even let me speak with a state's attorney. I am the victim. What am I missing here? The police have nothing to do with this.
You're trying to get the case into court, is that correct?
I'm trying to understand why the state's attorney isn't aware, and if they are aware, why they continue to do nothing to intervene when myself, my family, and anyone close to us have been repeatedly victimized as a direct result of whatever they've got going on in that office there.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to
The
understand.
state's attorney's office. All complaints go. Do you have a pen and a piece of paper, ma'am?
So you're not gonna, I just want to make sure you're not gonna take my phone number.
No. I'm going to get your information, but I want to give you this information first, if that's okay with you.
And what information is this?
This is the complaint department, and this is at 69 West Washington. And
Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for Paul Rojas. No one is available to take your call. At the tone, please. Your call has been forwarded to the voicemail for Paul Rojas. No one is available to take your call. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hi, my name is Heather Gillespie, and I'm calling to follow up on a police report number LOP as in Paul, C as in cat, 2101876. I've called you guys more than 100 times. There's been zero follow-up. No one has so much as emailed or called me back. It's going on 4 years. This is with reference to a sexual assault case, among numerous others. You guys interviewed me, arrested me. I was sexually harassed while in your custody by a man. Regardless of the details, you have a report there. I just provided you the number. If you could please kindly give me a call back at your earliest convenience to 312-772-3193 or email me at the number 1, Heather, my first name, HEATHERGEE @gmail.com. That would be fantastic. Again, this is with regards to gang stalking and severe abuse, including a bludgeoning, sexual assault, and being stabbed by 3 women with screwdrivers 11 times. And it doesn't end there. I've also been thrown out of my own home with a lease and rental receipts in hand, beaten by a man on parole, in possession of guns, drugs, and other paraphernalia. And it's all been reported again to 6 area police offices in Chicago. I've passed out handwritten and typed up narratives about what's been going on with direct links to the videos that I've posted to any law enforcement officer that I pass by. I've printed out business cards, thousands of them, with a direct link to all of the proof and put them on windshields of cars up and down the streets. I don't know what to do anymore. I've been chased out of 21 jobs. No one seems to give a fuck. And I'm pretty sure you guys take home a paycheck to give a fuck. Again, Heather Gillespie, if you could give me a call back, 312-772-3193. And this is for Detective Rojas, who I was told was responsible for the handling of this case.
Satisfaction is very important to us. Your call.
Oh, and meanwhile, they're forcing my mother to take a Mexican exchange student. I don't know his name, but I only heard this from my cousin. I'm sorry, who is this, please?
You called the clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County.
Okay, great. And what was your name, please?
John, how can I help you?
I was calling because I've come in person as well as called on the phone numerous times requesting a court date. There are a bunch of corrupt things going on that are ultimately resulting in violence towards me, including sexual assault, physical assault, stalking, harassment, the destruction of property, and numerous other issues. I have been calling consistently as well as coming in and filing an in-person petition every 6 months, and I've done so live on Instagram to prove that I've done so. Not only have I not been ever given a court date, no one has even so much as called me back. So I just want to see, what would your advice be if, again, prior to 2019, I've never even been in a fight before. No one.
Is this a criminal matter? Is this a criminal matter?
I'm trying to explain to you. Again, prior to 2019, I've never even been in a fight before. 2019 came and I started getting attacked physically, violently, bludgeoned, having my head split open, stabbed.
In order for me to direct your call to the proper division, I need to know if this is a domestic issue or a criminal issue.
Yeah, and see, common sense says that the way you do that is you listen to the person on the other phone and what they're explaining, and then you respond with advice. So I don't work for the court system, so I don't know what category you would place gang stalking under. Again, and he hung up. This is exactly what I have been dealing with, without exception, for the past 4 years.
Satisfaction is very important to us. Your call may be recorded for quality purposes.
Hi, I just called and was hung up on by someone called John.
Thank you for calling.
I'm calling because, unfortunately, I'm not trained in knowing what department will handle it, so you're going to have to allow me to explain, if you don't mind. In 2019, I began being attacked physically, emotionally, mentally, and sexually. My identity, along with the identifying documents of my 3 children, were stolen numerous times. My home was intentionally flooded 2 times. It was broken into, and I was robbed at least 3 times. I was raped. I already said that. I was jumped and stabbed by 3 women with screwdrivers. I was bludgeoned by a man after my attorney, Nick Albuquerque, gave me advice to, quote, flee the state. He said, Heather, he met me at a Target. He told me, I am concerned for your safety. There is most definitely corruption going on here. I would flee the state if I were you. Those were his exact words. I didn't have the money to flee the state. I was attacked by a man less than 3 weeks later with a tire iron, bludgeoned, and hospitalized for a week, and had to have staples in my head. I have been coming to not only your courthouse, but also 555 West Harrison, also the Arlington Heights Cook County courthouse, as well as calling the DOJ, the district attorney, the state's attorney, DuPage County state's attorney, and various states that are not Illinois. I have been blatantly denied a court date, even though I have filed at least 6 petitions in person and electronically, and I just keep getting the runaround. So because of the nature of the case, of the crime, of the crimes, with me, fleeing all of my homes because I'm physically attacked, I was told by another officer that they refer to that as gang stalking. Not gang as in like gang bangers, but gang as in a group of organized people who are following me, harassing me, and harming me. I asked the officer what I do about that, and he literally told me I needed to gather police report numbers for areas that I filed and send him an email. Not him, just send someone an email with all the police report numbers. I have spent days, no less, probably weeks, if you add up all the hours accumulatively, calling your offices and everyone's offices. No one has helped me in any way. And I also have law enforcement live on camera refusing to accept a narrative that gives direct links to all of the videos that show most of the abuse. And this is just probably, I'd say, about a half what I've told you now on the phone of what's been going on. So I'm wondering what I need to do to receive resolution for this gang stalking and to not be left sleeping outdoors in a tent to be raped and abused anymore.
Do you have, sorry, can I have your last name?
Sure, it's Gillespie, Gille, S as in Sam, P as in Paul.
Wait. G as in girl?
ILL.
Is it Z as in girl?
G as in
zebra?
G as in girl, ILL, E, S as in Sam, P as in Paul, IE.
I-E. And last name. I'm sorry, first name.
Heather.
Heather.
Ther, correct.
Middle initial?
It doesn't matter.
Because I was gonna. So this started.
2018.
19?
2018.
2018. It sounds like a domestic violence to me.
Well, it started as that, and I filed an EOP with Judge Maria Sandoval. It's not against Orlando Rubio or Luis Sanchez. Those are the fathers of my children, and we have an agreed upon, joint custody order that's been in place since 2018. The new cases are all victimizations against me with a Dylan Smith. Inmate number Y12173. He was released from the IDOC and given preferential treatment by, I don't know if it was law enforcement or if it was representatives for the state, because he was involved in several cases regarding fraud. So he was working with the police on some fraud cases. Because he was working on those deals, they were allowing him to do any and every drug he wanted, which then resulted in violent behavior. He would pick me up by the throat and drop me on the ground and kick me and other things that were incredibly uncharacteristic of him and just very troubling.
So Dylan Smith is who, your boyfriend, your husband?
Dylan Smith was my husband from 2015 to 2019. The state of Illinois blocked our marriage. Our prenuptial agreement was actually drafted there and certified there by Rebecca Zarnecki, I believe, was the lawyer who drafted the prenup. And they were going through some other legal issues because all of the chaplains supposedly in the Illinois prison system were unavailable for 5 years. So that's what makes me think this was all corrupt from the beginning and that Dylan was involved in trying to set me up, which would put the state in a real fucked up place. Because they subsequently have not charged me with anything. I have no criminal record. I have a college education, and they have been listening to my phone calls where this man was coercing me on a recorded line. So they know everything that's been going on, and they're also involved in everything that's been going on. Yet, even when I've run to Florida, like I told you, a man bludgeoned my head with a tire iron, and I needed staples. After my lawyer told me you need to go out of the state because people are going to try to hurt you. And I kept asking for clarification. I don't know what that means. I've never testified in any case against anyone. I don't have any information against anyone. Why would they be coming at me? He was using me as a shield. He was...
Ma'am, can I stop you, please?
Sure.
Right there. Okay. A couple of names I'm gonna say it to you.
Okay.
2017, do you know anybody named Luis Sanchez?
None of that has anything to do with this case. As I said before, Luis and Orlando...
Amy Boland?
What does that have to do with this case?
It's not about the case. It's about the names that I have.
It is about the case.
That I'm trying to...
No, ma'am, you're bringing up civil cases from the person who robbed my home or was implicated in robbing my home, breaking my window, and leaving heroin needles in my house, which has nothing to do with being gang stalked.
These cases are for order of protection.
Right.
But I'm not bringing it
which
up.
were denied. You did bring it up. They were denied. Were they not? Correct. So why don't you do your job?
Heather.
Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
I'm trying to tell you.
What's your name?
My name is Farah.
Okay, so let me ask you again.
I just gave you a list of all the ways I have been bludgeoned, stabbed, beaten, raped, abused, and robbed. You, in turn, said you were going to provide me with some names to call, and then started telling me about old EOPs that were denied by the court system. At the same time, all of this corruption began. How is that in any way relevant? What does Amy Bolin have to do with me calling you, telling you I am being raped, robbed, bludgeoned, beaten, and ignored by law enforcement? How is that in any way relevant? Can you please explain that?
I'm trying to get your story. I'm trying to tell you, but you're not.
No, ma'am, you're not doing anything like that. You're bringing up cases that are unrelated, that are civil.
I am not bringing up cases. When you told
How
me
does
your
this have
name,
anything? Okay, I have to take a deep breath now, because have you ever been held down and fucked from behind while you screamed out for help? No? Thank God for that. What the fuck does Amy Bolin have to do with me being gang stalked, stabbed, beaten, abused, and thrown into the street, ma'am? Are you going to help me with this case and give me any assistance, or are you going to harass me?
1 second.
Do you fucking see what I'm dealing with? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it's okay, Heather. Don't get upset. We're just gonna keep fucking you in your asshole no lube, raping you, ignoring all of the ways that you've been raped and beaten and robbed and over and over and over. Over and fucking over. And it's just gonna be okay. And when you call for help every single time, you know what we're gonna say instead? Well, it looks like someone called Amy Bolin in 2018. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Do I need to come to court on that? Is there something I need to do on that? Is that unresolved? No. It's a denied request for EOP. That's what it is. What does that have to do with being raped, robbed, beaten, and abused? Yes.
Ma'am, if you continue to cuss, we cannot service you.
You know what, ma'am? You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm the problem here. Me not wanting to be raped, robbed, beaten, with my case, and you've done nothing to help me in any way. Someone robs my house. Someone leaves heroin needles in a room of my house that my children have access to. I've never done drugs in my life. I come and tell you people that I need help with the situation, and rather than assisting me in any way, you read me that person's name? What the fuck does that... I'm sorry, pardon my French. What does that person or her denied request for EOP have anything to do with me being gang stalked for... How are they relevant?
Ma'am, we're just the keeper of the records. We have nothing to do with the process of how everything goes.
And I'm not asking you to have anything to... What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Soretta Fenner.
Soretta, I'm not asking you to solve my problems. I'm asking you to tell me what to do to solve them, okay? My home was broken.
Can't tell you.
My home was...
Did you call the police? Did you call the police?
Hundreds of times. I've written...
Nothing can happen until we have it in court. From there, then we can assist you as far as making sure you do the right paperwork to get before a judge.
I went to court every 6 months filing petitions for a court order. You have not given me a single court order. I did that live on camera. Okay? On camera.
Then you did go to court.
I did not. I filed a petition to have a court date, and you guys never gave me one. 6 times, all on camera. I can give you a direct link right now. Pardon me. I can give you a direct link right now on... Excuse me, let me please finish my... This is unbelievable. I can give you a direct link.
Ma'am, this is what I can do. I can give you the number who can assist you with you filing your paperwork.
Let me repeat myself, whatever your name is. I came in 6 times. I'm not a fucking invalid. I'm a college graduate with 8 years experience at one of the most prestigious medical centers that Chicago or the world has. On top of that, I have experience in every industry that was ever created. I'm kind, I'm compassionate, I'm always helping people, I share my food, I've opened my home to people when they needed somewhere to sleep. I don't deserve this. I have gone in there on a live feed that I'd be happy to provide you the link to. And I filled out every single document that I needed to. And it's stamped by your office, filed. And I have on recording every time I've called you guys and said, hi, I was in there yesterday. I filed a petition in person. You guys told me it was going to take 24 to 48 hours. Then you guys give me the same runaround that you're giving me now. We don't know. We're just records. I give you the case number. I show you the video. No one knows. Everyone's confused. Someone will call me back. No one ever does. I have a paper on my person right now with a list of all your judges, Judge Schuster, all your judges, and their assistants, and their direct lines to call or email them.
Let me ask you this. What are you trying to do? All I know is you hollering.
I have a paper that has been published to my websites that your office provided me with a list of judges and their administrative assistants. I have a copy of the petition, stamped, filed, and 6 others identical to it. No court date has ever been assigned. I also have links of me for weeks calling your office every single day asking, why haven't I been assigned a court date? Why haven't I been permitted to see my children? What is going on? It is 4 years later, and I still have no follow-up. None. What do I want? I want my car back that was unlawfully destroyed, mechanically sabotaged. Someone nefariously poured some sort of who knows what into it. I replaced all of the parts, the water pump, the gas tank, all this stuff, numerous times, thousands of dollars. Made my final payment on the car, and 30 days later, someone destroyed it, and I couldn't pay to fix it again. They have beaten me. They have bludgeoned me. They have stabbed me. They have stolen everything I have. They have separated me from my 3 children. What would you want? I have been gang stalked in 7 counties just in this state. Chased out of 21 jobs. That's 2-1. I have lists of every single job I've been chased out of, every single hiring manager, the dates, the times, photos, and videos. I have been unlawfully detained. I have been sexually assaulted, and I'm concerned that many others around me, only for speaking truth, have also suffered similar fates. So what I'm asking for is, how do I, after calling every police department on a live broadcast, and not for the first time, or the second time, or the third time, or the 4th time, etc. and so forth, how do I go about receiving assistance on this case? This is a public park, sir. The police have already been here. How do I go about receiving assistance on this case?
Police already came.
Stop him. Just stop.
When are you leaving? In a few minutes.
Okay, excuse me.
I got it.
You don't. Please stop. I'm trying to listen and communicate. I'm sorry. Continue, please.
Have you tried a public defender?
Yes, actually, numerous times. I don't need a public defender. I have a lawyer, Nick Albuquerque. He has been my lawyer for many years.
Then your lawyer is supposed to...
He is being threatened with bodily harm. He is the one who gave me the advice to, quote, flee the state.
If you have a lawyer, what is he doing? Because that's what
he's getting threatened. They promoted him. Listen to how corrupt this shit is, okay? They gave him an option to either be disbarred or threatened him, rather, extorted him, just like they've done every other person associated with this case, or to take an administrative judge role and be quiet about the case. That's why he met me outside of the court system. That's why he told me to flee the state. He took a promotion to administrative law judge in exchange for his silence on this corrupt case. And this dates back all the way to 2015 when Internal Affairs ruled that a detective, David Shepard, was using unlawful sexual exploitation to try to gain information about a case I knew nothing about. And I've literally been having to walk around with a cell phone in my hand, recording everything that goes on almost every day since then. To call you people and be hung up on twice and then have someone bring up a request for EOP that was denied by a person who's unrelated to this entire situation is a mishandling.
To call and speak with a John and be hung up on blatantly is mishandling. I'm sitting in a public park because you people have thrown me out of my home after I requested an EOP against the person who was beating me within inches of my life and locking me outside in my underwear in the winter. I don't know what to do. That's why I'm calling you. You guys are paid to do this job, right? I'm not. I'm sitting in a park getting threatened.
This ma'am. You need to speak with someone like a legal service. Where's Carpals at? Have you spoken to Carpals?
Hundreds of times, ma'am. And I have CCs and proof of all the emails. They tell me the exact same thing every time, which is that they had...
Listen.
Let me finish. You asked the question, but you don't let me finish. That's strategic.
No, because you're steady hollering, and
I'm not hollering. I'm speaking.
Listen, ma'am. This is what I'm gonna tell you.
Because they don't let me answer a single question because the answers will be damning. I have video proof going live on social media with hundreds of thousands of witnesses of me coming in there, speaking first to your security office at the Daily Center, the guy who sits right in the corner by the southwest corner of the building, a white shirt, information desk, telling me on camera that there used to be financial aid for legal assistance, but that there no longer is, that they had, quote, one person, and I have a witness sitting right next to me who was there for that conversation, who said that they have one person who used to handle it, but since the pandemic, they've never been back. Okay, I have that paper that was provided to me from you guys 6 or 7 different times with a list of all the judges and their administrative assistants. I've called each and every single one religiously. I've attached emails where I CC my lawyer, public defenders, media, major media outlets, Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 5, Channel 2, local law enforcement, Detective James Cleese, and numerous other people. Okay, I have gone above and beyond due diligence to do my job, but I'm receiving zero reciprocity from anyone in the system. And I don't understand why or what I need to do to create resolution. All I'm asking for is what I need to do. Carpals is not the answer. We've already done it. Domestic abuse resources have blatantly said they can't help. Private lawyers have been extorted off the case, telling me, this is a grown man, ma'am, telling me, I'm afraid that these people are going to hurt you. You need to flee the state. And then 3 weeks later, I'm bludgeoned and my skull is split open. I don't think you people get it.
Ma'am, if you want to go about doing this yourself, I can give you the information.
Okay, great.
You fill out the paperwork.
I'm ready to write it down, whatever I need to write down.
833. 411. 1121.
Okay.
Yeah. They can help you with what paperwork you need to.
I know what paperwork I need, ma'am. I've already filed it 7 times.
That's the only thing. Other than that, you need a lawyer. You need your lawyer, or you need some type of representation. Other than that,
How am I not supposed to be scared or discouraged when these grown ass men making 6 figures to do this job are scared and telling me to run away? I have 3 kids, ma'am. My daughter was in 8th grade when this began. She's about to graduate high school next year, and I want to be there. This is my life.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm gonna call that number, but I'm letting you know they don't do anything. They haven't done anything. I've been at this for 4 years. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm gonna call that number right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Have a nice day.
But I can give you my
Tolerance to receive a call like this, and it would be done. They would be arresting.
FBI. Can I get the spelling of your first and last name, please?
Heather. Last name is Gillespie. Can I have your name, please?
I don't give out my name, but I can give you my ID number. My ID number is 9981.
Okay, great.
Can I have your date of birth, please?
1/12 of 87.
1/12/87. Can I get a good callback number?
Yeah, there is none, but I do have
of 772-3193.
You could give them my number if you want.
Okay, I have 312-772-3193. Last question. I have your home address, please.
1244 North Stone, Unit 3, Chicago, Illinois, 60610.
All right, I'm going to verify that back to you. I have 1244 North Stone, Unit 3, Chicago, Illinois, 60610. Is that correct?
Right.
And what are you calling to report today, Heather?
So there have been multiple occurrences that I've already called to report, and I haven't really gotten anywhere with them. The number one most problematic is...
If you've already contacted us, you can just add new information. We do have your previous calls documented. You just have to add new information.
This is separate. If I could finish a sentence, that'd be great. So yesterday, I was actually approached by a stranger in person who is playing audio of a 911 call that I made when someone was trying to home invade my house. And the audio was a response.
How did the stranger get this audio from a 911 call?
I wouldn't know, but the audio was in response from me crying, saying I've been being raped, beaten, abused, robbed, bludgeoned, stabbed for the last 4 years, both on camera and off. I've reported it to every area law enforcement. I've reported it in Lake County, Barrington, DuPage County, Elmhurst, as well as Lombard, every jurisdiction in Chicago.
And what did they tell you after you reported?
Well, I'm not done talking. Would you mind allowing me to finish a sentence?
I have questions I have to ask you. You've called us today.
Right, and I'm not being permitted to finish a thought. So this is what you're doing is a bullying maneuver. You can be sued, ma'am.
I'm going to terminate the call. I have questions I have to ask. I'm terminating for non-cooperation. Goodbye.
And this is the United States Federal Bureau of Investigations. You're terminating the call for non-cooperation. Everyone in the comments who has something bad to say about me, you're clearly paid off. I mean, any fucking moron can listen to the lack of respect and lack of protocol being followed in this call and know that there's clearly something going on here that has nothing to do with me. Informal. I messaged her a photo or a small video clip of myself the day that the baby's passed, December 26th. And she knows, a decent portion of what's going on with me. A photo or a small video clip of myself the day that the baby's passed, December 26th. And she knows, a decent portion of what's going on with me. So is this woman back again? Xavier, what did I say? So I'm going to need you to stop engaging with her. Completely. There is no room for publicity. I already asked you to get back inside. Do that or stop engaging with this woman.
You want me to get the water?
No, I don't, because I asked you to do that about 20 minutes ago, and rather than doing so, you've been engaging with random women, getting accused of doing God knows what, and I don't want the drama or the headache. Please sit down. I need to finish giving my updates. Right now. Do you see what the fuck I deal with? It's like having a 5-year-old or a grown-up with autism at times. He knows what they're doing. I've explained. They're trying to make problems. They're trying to instigate some sort of, outlash or some sort of, I don't know what to call it, you guys. This is all part of the targeting that they do. They literally follow us from location to location and start this shit over and over and over. Close the door, please, so that I can finish my updates.
I don't want her to grab my book bag or something.
Get it and bring it inside. Unfucking believable. It's like people will show you the most disgusting sides of themselves. Like disgusting. How do you start an argument and a PR like escapade with someone like me. Like I'm so non-confrontational. It takes literally, you have to bring your animal to urinate a few feet or inches from where I'm standing to even get a rise out of me. But they just keep pressing and pressing and pressing. Like you say, draw boundaries and have clear boundaries. There's nothing funny about telling someone, I'm having a panic attack. I have a fucking panic disorder and anxiety. Back off, please. And the person gets closer instead. That is why I keep telling you guys, this is Satan's world. Satan wants me to beat the fuck out of a bitch while I'm pregnant. That is what Satan wants. I know that is not from God. Jehovah God. I don't call him Jehovah, but Xavier's mom does. So I try to do it out of respect for her. Jehovah God, please. I am sensing so many nefarious, just evil presences around us that want an argument, that want a fight, that want some sort of backlash from two otherwise incredibly peaceful people in this exact moment. Every spirit has the ability to become unpeaceful, to be at unrest. But we are minding our own business, giving our live updates, and relaxing for a moment. Please, God, keep us both strong, intelligent, 2 steps ahead of these people who are doing any and everything possible to make their cameo appearance, get fame, notoriety, or control the narrative. Please continue to keep us aware of their nefarious PR intentions and just keep us in control, because it's been 4 years of this type of abuse. But I don't think that if I go in front of a judge covered in blood, they're going to care how many years I've been being abused. I could be wrong. I don't want to have to find out. Amen. So sorry about that, you guys. The baby's passed. I sent to my immediate manager a little like clip of the actual event occurring and me crying and like telling her like, I can't even believe this is happening, like the day after Christmas. And she, like I said, knew a lot about what was going on with me, as did the CEO of the company and a few other people. I kept it pretty much for the most part professional at work, only telling them little things about what was going on, trying never to like get too much into it. Everyone was really nice, and I had the strong desire. I have been deprived of love and companionship for quite some time now. So every time I'd meet someone else, I'd be like, oh my God, can we be friends? You know, that type of thing. But I held back, you know, and I was just nice to people when they were nice to me. If they were mean to me or short with me, I tried to stay pretty indifferent, and you know, that's it. So long story short, I get a message back from Lakai 2 weeks after I sent the first message to my manager. And my manager is a lady, and this Lakai is a guy. And I told you, I've seen him maybe at the office once. He's supposed
One who puts a woman who's been raped, robbed, beaten, abused in a cycle outside in a tent and then wets her and steals from her is disgusting. You know, there's literally nothing else I can say. But that's it. I'm doing makeup. I'm getting ready. I'll check in later with you guys again.
So where are they, ma'am? Do you think that any person would voluntarily? I don't deal with him. If you want to deal with someone, deal with me. He's clearly the weaker one. As I said, if there were some resources, then why don't you offer them?
I did.
You didn't.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
And they come pick you up.
That's a lie.
That is not a lie.
It is.
That's what they do.
Nope, they don't.
Yes. Well, if they're not picking you
How
up,
long have you been an officer here, ma'am?
Maybe there's another reason.
How long have you been an officer here, ma'am?
Maybe there's another reason why they.
Can I ask?
We need to terminate
I'm sorry?
our relationship with you because of erratic complaints and behavior.
I'm sorry.
We'll be offering you a
Excuse
membership.
me. I can't hear you. So the way that normally conversation works is one person makes a statement or question, and then the other person begins to talk once that person stops. I didn't hear anything you said.
Because you've been holding for an hour, I thought I would get to the punchline here. We terminated our relationship with you and we gave you money out of the drawer. We're not selling you a membership, offering you a membership, or discussing a membership.
I was called the following day and apologized.
It doesn't matter. We're done.
And who are you?
You've spoken to me multiple times. You know who I am.
What's your name?
My name is Miss Kelly, and Heather,
I've never spoken to you before.
We've spoken many times.
We've never spoken before.
Your mother works on
We've never spoken before. Are you the one who's responsible for strong-arming my mother and exploiting her?
If you want to put it that way, sure.
Got it. And just so you know, this is all public. This is being recorded and broadcasting publicly.
Right. Do you mind if I get her on the phone right now, your mother?
What I mind about is the fact that you just admitted to exploiting and threatening my family members. And you've also gone above and beyond at lying and telling fictitious information about me. So there's never been a stop talking, because now I'm talking, and that's, again, let me re-educate you on how a conversation works. You say something and then I say something.
You're volatile and you're...
Am I volatile? You just said that you were exploiting my mother. Who's volatile? Who's volatile?
You claimed that I did that, and I said, if you say so. Your mother is a valued member of our team and one of my close friends. You need to stop, Heather. And
What have I done? What has happened? What have I done? Can you name one thing? Because I have several hours of video footage along with photos.
You're getting your mom on the phone right now because you are harassing my employees and you are harassing me.
How am I doing that? I just called corporate because you terminated my membership for no reason after I worked out.
Now you have claimed that I have strong-armed or in some way...
No, ma'am. You claimed that on recording on my live feed where I'm broadcasting in front of thousands of people. So I'm going to move forward with charges against you now. What was your name, please, for the record?
I have Heather Gillespie on the line.
What was your name, please, for the record?
My name is Kelly.
Kelly what?
And you can...
Kelly what?
You can call me Miss Kelly, and I am a senior...
What is your name, ma'am? What is your name, ma'am? What is your name, ma'am?
I gave you my name.
No, you said Kelly. What is your first and last name?
We are disengaged.
You are involved in continuing to perpetuate a violent series of events against several innocent people. This shit needs to stop. It should have stopped a long time ago. Everything you're saying is a lie. I just publicly recorded you admitting to what you're doing to my mother. I would like a first and last name now, please.
No. I told you said that I was...
This is after an hour of being on hold for Export. She's claiming to be, I don't even believe she is any sort of CEO for Export. In my investigations, it's my belief that Export was overtaken during the time of the pandemic. I don't know who this woman is. I think she's somehow related to Charlie Keene. And I'm 99% sure that they have been forcing my mom, among other family members, myself included, into fucked up situations because they have some sort of federal pull. They claim to be feds. They're not. They refuse to show any badges. They refuse to show any sort of qualifying information. They refuse to even share a first and last name. So she's still on the phone listening, as you can see. This has been ongoing now for quite some time. This woman does not work for Export, and she has gone above and beyond to not only strong arm my mom and threaten my mom and me into multiple different things, but it just took an hour and 3 minutes to even get her on the phone to address the issue. And when did he say that?
He said that about 2 hours ago.
Okay, and this is
We've tried to call you ever since.
Okay, and
Knocked
since...
on the door, and when I knocked on the door earlier, we called, we knocked at least 3 times, we knocked it like 6 times.
Knocked it.
Turned the TV up because the TV went...
I've been asleep, ma'am. Were the blinds drawn? Did we not speak this morning and I expressed to you that Mr. Rivera or Jerry would be here to pay by the end of the evening, as they've been paying by 10 or 11 p.m. every single night since I've been here on the evening shift. They're refusing to leave my room. I have no clothes on. They literally, this woman and 3 other man officers entered my room. The blinds were drawn. I was in bed asleep, minding my business. I've already said I would leave, even though The vacancy laws in the state of Florida are that they have to file some sort of suit or give me some sort of notice when you're using a hotel dwelling as a vacancy. I'm already saying I'll leave. They refuse to leave my room so that I could get out of bed and get dressed.
Look at how clever they are to send a warning to Dylan through my page so that anyone who is fearful of Dylan or vengeful towards Dylan will assume I am on his side and take the opposite side. Do you see how tactical? That's what they call game. I would like to blow them all off of the face of the planet with an explosive. No. I was only joking. I keep it real. You're a lie. All of you, you're a lie. Stop trying to stand next to me. It won't work. Take your space. Way the fuck over there. Give me back my children and get the fuck off my back. So even the word content, right? Everyone thinks that the word con means fake or fraud or phony or criminal. It doesn't. Think about this. The root word con, what does it mean? Negate, negative, right? Think about in terms of photography.